I have not washed my hair in a month.
Out of the little things, cause I got big deals and I got little things. Got everything I'm asking for, but you stop making a big deal out of the little things.
Hey y'all, I am back with another video. This video will be my very first hair video, which I am very excited about. Today I'll be showing y'all how I achieve my braid outs. And y'all, this is my first time doing a voiceover video, so y'all gonna have to bear with me, okay? Okay, so let's get started. So here's me with a deep conditioner in. I always seal it with a bonnet in a plastic bag. And here's me being dramatic because I don't like wet stuff touching me unless I'm in the shower. But anyway, this is me taking out my section hair, my twist that I have when I'm deep conditioning my hair. And usually I leave my deep conditioner in for a few hours, but I left this in overnight and a little bit too long, and you can kind of tell because my curls aren't as defined, but it is very soft and it feels deep conditioned. And y'all, we have to count the amount of times that I flip my hair because Spence always got something to say about it. Okay, so here's me after I rinsed out my deep conditioner. As you can see, and as you hear all the time, use a cotton t-shirt to dry off your hair. Because opposed to towels, they don't make my hair feel all dry and brittle. They always make my hair feel very soft after drying my hair off. So we say yes to cotton t-shirts, baby. And no, head shake, thumbs down to towels, okay? No. So now let's get into all of the products that I use to achieve these braid outs. And here I go taking pictures. Snap, 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 snap. First, we have Shea Moisture's Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. Second, we got a staple product. This is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. It's very moisturizing. Next, we have Camille Rose's Almond Jai Twisting Butter. I use this for all of my braid outs. And to seal my ends, I use this Eco Styler. It's the argan oil one, which is my favorite. And to really seal the moisture on my hair strands, I use the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Original, no fakes. And just to get the juices back, when my hair is dry, I need this spray bottle, hair scrunchies to help with the detangling process. I have my wide tooth comb and my tangle teaser. So let's get started. Okay, so boom. I start by splitting my hair down the middle because I like working in sections. I get my wide tooth comb and then I just start like parting small sections just so I can start braiding. And yeah, it's a little hard to pull apart. Okay, and then like I use an iPad or something to see the back of my hair just so I can get like a semi-decent straight part. The parts like kind of matter, they kind of don't. I just don't want it to be too messy because I usually wear my braids out. So here's me. Baby, the show not that good. But this is me checking it again, cleaning it up with the wide tooth comb again, and just making sure, like I said, that it's at least semi-straight. And I did pretty good, okay? So like I said before, I like to work in sections, so I split my hair off and twist it. Oh, I promise I don't have that stuff. I twist it or use hair scrunchies when I'm working in other sections. And when I haven't touched a section in a long time, I usually finger detangle it first. Stay hydrated, sis. So, yes. So now I get my spray bottle and I drench my hair. Like, I just drench it. And I use, like, lukewarm to room temperature water to do this. And I just make sure it touches every strand, and I make sure the leave-in conditioner touches every strand, and I work that in by finger detangling first, and then I use my tangle teaser to detangle my hair from end to root just to make sure that it's a nice, smooth, clean braid out. So what I was just now working with was one section. Now I split it off into two sections, and I get the section that I'm not working with, and I just wrap it around that big old bun. And now I get my Camille Rose twisting butter and I put that down the shaft of my hair and make sure I put it on my ends as well. And usually after this step, I put the Jamaican Black Castor Oil, but for some reason I forgot. So I split the section into 3 parts, and I don't know how to teach how to braid, but you just get one, put it over the other, and then put that over it, and hopefully you get something that look like a braid. But I make sure that I do it really tight at the root and all the way down to the end because this helps with definition. And down the way, I get my tangle teaser and I brush it just to make sure that the section is tangle free. So I'm braiding, and y'all, The next clip is when I realized I forgot to put the Jamaican black castor oil in. Like, what? But I'm happy it was the first braid and I didn't do it the whole head. But we're just gonna take it out and start over. Okay, y'all, if these voiceovers sound totally different, trust me, you're not tripping. They're literally like a month apart. Like, I'm gonna get it together. Anyway, so when I get to the end of the braid, I don't braid all the way down. I get the Eco Styler, I smooth it on the hair, wrap it around my finger, and then I scrunch it up. I notice when I do this, my ends have a way more definition, and it just makes the braid out look way better. And you know, when you get to the end of a braid, it's like thinner at the bottom. You don't want to make the braid so small at the bottom because when it's time to take it out, it's going to cause more frizz. So like I said, when you get to the end, do the same thing. And a key to a successful braid out is just making sure that you're staying consistent and just doing the same thing on each braid. So when I haven't touched a section in a while, I just get my wide tooth comb and I comb through it just to make sure that it's still detangled. And I just repeat this process like 500 billion times because, baby, that's how many braids feel like in my head. So you just do the same thing, leave-in conditioner, cream, oil, and then braid normally. But another thing that you need to keep in mind is to make sure that you try to braid as close to the root as possible, just so the definition of the braid can be all throughout the shaft of the hair. And you just do that little gel stuff, twisty, you know. And then this is what the back looks like. It's not perfect. Also, I've never done this before, but I pre-parted my hair. I must have been trying to show off for y'all or what, but it made it so much easier.
Look alive, niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dog, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I spit it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like...
Okay, yeah, let's get into it. So these are the curly ends I was talking about when I like seal my ends with the gel. Yeah, and if you have not noticed, I work in sections. So this is the back section. The back section is done, and now it's time to move to the front section. And as you can tell, the parts are not the most important part. Like, they do not have to be perfect, but you will see me right now perfecting this middle part because before I actually take my braids out, I do style my braids and whatnot, so at least this part can be at least halfway decent. So after I do that, I get my wide tooth comb and I part my hair on both sides. This part, I do focus more on the parts just because, like I said, I do wear these braids before I actually take them out. And I'm about to do my little dancey dance, yeah, girl. And then here go to the link check because they do be giving that. Why is she making that face? Oh my God. So like I said, I repeat the process like a whole bunch of times. Like, get the spray bottle, get the leave-in conditioner, smooth that in, get the brush it down, and then, you know, get the little cream and put that on the hair. And then I'm about to split these right here, and then I get my Jamaican black castor oil, and then I rub it in, put it in, make it real nice, and then I braid it again. And y'all, by this time, the hands is hurting, like, oh my God. Oh, and also, when you're doing this, sometimes a braid, like hair from another braid, will get into the braid that you already did. Just pull it out, because we're not redoing that whole braid, sis.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me
and y'all see how the lighting changed? Yeah, I took the fattest break ever, because it be like that. Like, I be doing these braids for a long time. I be needing a break. So when I get to the front section, well, when I get to the last section, I always line the braid up with the braid right next to it, just so we know that the hair is even. And I just complete this until I finish this entire row. And like I said, braiding as close to the root, and braiding about halfway down, getting that gel, wrapping it around to create that real nice curl. And that's it. Like, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but like, it's literally just repetition and consistency, just so you can have a really nice clean braid out. And y'all, these braids are so cute. Like, I'm gonna do another video where I'm just like showing y'all the styles that I do with the braids, because I be liking the braids sometimes more than the actual braid out. You just know I took a break. The ones in the front is wet and the ones in the back is not. Okay, anyway, this is the wild growth oil. When I get done, I put this all throughout my hair. Rub it in with my finger. That was too much. But, you know, yes, I rub it through my finger, and in the back, I'm sorry, I just do it real wild, you know, just make sure I get in there. And that is literally my braid out, child. Like, yes. Like I said, the parts is not perfect, but the braid out results will be it. Oh yeah, also, that's not the last step. you get the Jamaican black castor oil and you rub that again on all of the braids. Even though we did put it on all of them, you know, sometimes you might forget. So we just want to ensure that all of the braids are moisturized. I put my little A&T bonnet on because, babe, you know, it's Aggie pride. Okay, so about now it's probably been like a week, you know, a few days, you know, it just depends on what I'm feeling, what I need to braid out for. But yes, I section my hair off, y'all. I'm just a section type of girl. I gotta work in sections, so I work in sections to take my braids out as well. And before I take the braids out, I get the Jamaican black castor oil and I rub that on my hands just so there is no extra frizz. And I rub that on all of the braids. And then we start to take down. So I just get my fingers, and like I said, the ends are curls, it's not braids. So I just like unravel it a little bit and I just pull it out, and y'all look at the definition, like, oh my god. But yes, I do this real nice and slow because, like you said, you don't want to disturb the curl pattern. Like, look at it. It's just so beautiful.
You give me a really good all day long.
Then dip me underway. Hold me till
Although braid outs are a real nice and fun process, it always feels so good to take out that last braid. But even when you think you took out the last braid, you didn't. Like, I always forget to take out like 1 or 2 braids, but it's good. But y'all, this is the definition, and y'all, we still counting the hair flips. But this is the definition without me picking out my hair and separating the curls and da-da-da-da. But when I do decide to separate the curls, this is what I do. I do this randomly. I just grab a curl and I just separate it where it naturally separates. And then when I get to the end of it, I just wrap it around my finger again, just to ensure the definition and just to smooth out my hair. But if you rush any part of this process, please don't rush this part, because you will easily mess up the definition and cause extra frizz that you don't need to cause just because you rushed. So make sure you take your time with this. Hey y'all, today is the end of braid out day 1. Usually my braid outs on day 1 are a little bit more defined and a little bit smaller, but I wanted day 3, day 4 hair on day 1. So I picked my hair out a little bit more and picked my curls apart, like how I showed y'all earlier, a little bit more. I'm not gonna have my hair in a braid out for very long, so baby, I wanted the full experience. I just wanted to show y'all what it looked like at the end of the day. You know, even though like I picked it out a little bit more, it's a little bit bigger, a little bit more poofier, the definition is definitely still there. Okay, it's definitely still there, definitely still giving. But yes, this is the end of my first hair video. I hope you learned something new. I hope you picked up a few tips. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm trying to have a consistent schedule with the video posting, but trying to post YouTube videos and being a college student is hard, because it's not just recording, baby. You gotta record and edit, and you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Bye, Pookies. Hey guys, so the video is not over, and the video is not over because I have to tell y'all a secret. I have not washed my hair in a month. See us? We can do that. We don't gotta wash our hair every day, but the tutorial that y'all just now saw, this is not the same braid out, but it was the same process, same everything. So this still counts. I'm going to insert some clips and videos of this braid out a month ago. Over here, over there, somewhere. This is what it looked like 4 weeks ago. Real fresh, real nice. But when my braid outs get old and I don't really feel like washing my hair, I do this method where I do these big chunky braids on each side at night, and then I take it out the next day, and then it looks something like this. Y'all, kid you not, the braid out that I just now had in, even before I did the chunky braid out thing, it lasted for a long time without me stretching it, picking it out, and none of that. So this is just proof that this braid out technique, braid out whatever, it works and it does so well. Okay, now the video really over. Goodbye.
Out of the little things, cause I got big deals and I got little things, got everything asking for, but you